Is New Canaan, Connecticut right for you? We're going to find out in this video. I'll show you the area by both ground and air. We'll explore the neighborhoods, the town center, the train stations, the parks, area attractions, the schools, and more. We'll cover home prices in each neighborhood. You'll discover the best places to walk, hike, or ride your bike, and so much more. Our area tours are so packed with information that many people will watch them twice. You aren't going to want to miss a second. Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is Vinci and I'm a New Canaan Realtor. If you're thinking about moving to New Canaan or any of the nearby towns, my site has more information for home buyers in the area than any other site. In addition to being able to search all homes for sale in New Canaan, we have town-specific buyer's guides, neighborhood maps, a school lookup feature, walkable area maps, train information, a town comparison guide. You get the idea. There is tons of stuff there for you. You can find all of our buyer resources by going to the link here on the screen, but before you do, let's head out and explore New Canaan. This is the main New Canaan train station. If you're traveling home from Manhattan by train, you'd likely get off right here. The train ride from Manhattan takes about 70 minutes and often requires a transfer at the Stamford station. The area around the train station is the heart of New Canaan. For most residents, this is going to be the area that you frequent for your daily needs. You have not one, but two major grocery stores, including the more premium Walter Stewart Market, as well as a farmer's market on Saturdays near the train station. There are several wine merchants and liquor stores so that you'll have the perfect bottle of wine or spirits on hand for any guest. You will have many high-end clothing stores including Ralph Lauren, J. Crew, Lilly Pulitzer, Ann Taylor, Vineyard Vines, and more. If you like this video, you may want to subscribe to the channel. We are constantly creating more content on the area for you. Just about all of your top-rated restaurants are right here. In fact, when my clients visit the area, this is where I recommend they eat. You'll find everything from fine dining, high-quality American restaurants, several nice Italian locations, an excellent brunch spot, a top-rated diner, Peruvian, Asian, Mexican, sushi, pizza, and so much more. In total, there are more than 40 highly rated eateries in this area alone. After all that fine dining, you're going to need a place to work it off. Try the New Canaan Racquetball Club, New Canaan Pilates, or one of the other gyms in the area. Then you might want to grab a cup of coffee with your friends at Starbucks or the premium coffee shops in the area. If you have the kids with you, take them over to the New Canaan Library, one of the parks nearby, the toy stores, or just let them roam on their own while you squeeze in a little shopping. While you're there, don't forget to check a few errands off your list. You have several banks, a post office, and 3 pharmacies to choose from. This is also where you'll leave for the Glass House tour. I'll show you more about that a little later, but first, let's take a look at some of the homes nearby. Homes in town center typically sell between $505,000 for a small townhome and $2.4 million for a larger single-family home or luxury condo, with the finest condos and single-family homes selling for north of $3 million. You can see what's currently available in this neighborhood or any other when you go to my site and search by neighborhood. Next, let's head south to the neighborhood of Tallmadge Hill. New Canaan has many great parks, but Waveny stands out as its best. The beautiful Waveny Mansion was once home of the Lapham family, and it sits on 250 acres of beautifully landscaped property. This is an excellent place to walk, run, or ride your bike. It's also where you'll likely come on the 4th of July to watch fireworks. But Waveny would be comparable to other parks in lower Fairfield County if that's all it offered. What makes it stand out are the other features that keep the residents coming back again and again. For starters, there's a fitness path as well as 3.5 miles of trails to walk or jog on. You can also take your fur baby to Spencer's Dog Run and let them off the leash for a little bit of playtime. After you're done, play a game of tennis on the platform courts, head over to one of the many ball fields, or chip off a few balls at the golf area. If you have kids, there is one large pool and one kiddie pool which require a season pass to keep them from getting overcrowded. If the kids aren't worn out from the pool, take them to the playground and finish them off there. This way, you and your loved one can head over to the Powerhouse Performing Arts Center for a show, or the neighboring Carriage Barn where you can purchase art from local artists as well as those from afar. It's a wonderful way to spend an hour, and if you love art like me, you just might find yourself coming back again and again to explore the new exhibits. When you come to explore New Canaan, be sure to grab our self-guided tour and make Waveny Park a must-see while you're here. Next, let's head south to the other train station in town, Tallmadge Hill. From this location, you'll get to Grand Central in about 65 minutes. Like the main New Canaan station, there's a good chance you'll have to transfer in Stamford. You can also walk to this train station from parts of Darien. I'll leave you with a link to our Darien neighborhood tour in the description, or you can go to the Darien page on our website to see if Darien's a fit for you. Just north of Waveny Park, you'll find 3 public schools. This is the New Canaan High School. By the way, you can look up which schools a specific home will go to in our New Canaan Buyer's Guide. This is Sachs Middle School, and this is South Elementary School. If you want to make your school pickups easier, search for a home in the South Elementary School District. Since all homes go to both Sachs Middle and New Canaan High, choosing a home in the South Elementary School District will make school pickups a breeze. I've made this easier for my clients by creating a search by district feature on my site. You can find it by going to the link on the screen and scrolling down to the section on schools. But first, let's take a look at the homes and prices in Tallmadge Hill. Most homes in this neighborhood are walkable to Waveny Park, and they typically sell between $900,000 and $2.675 million, with the finest examples selling for north of $3 million. Next, let's head over to the beautiful and historic neighborhood of Silvermine. Despite the legend that there was a silver mine in this area, none was ever found. What you will find is a historic community that prides itself on being a thriving arts center. In fact, this is the Silvermine Arts Center. You can come here and take classes on ceramics, drawing, jewelry, photography, sculpture, and more. The neighborhood of Silvermine extends into the neighboring towns of Wilton and Norwalk. And just around the corner from the Arts Center, technically in the town of Norwalk, is the heart of the neighborhood. It's currently called the Gray Barns Tavern. However, you may hear it referred to as the Silvermine Tavern, its former name. No matter what you call it, it's a wonderful place to stay when you come and visit. You can also sit down for lunch or dinner when you're in the area. If you like this video, do me a favor by going down and hitting the like button. Next, we're going to head over to Ponus Park. Here you'll find a man-made beach and swimming pond. In the northern part of the neighborhood is also where you'll find East Elementary School. Homes in the Silvermine neighborhood typically range between $735,000 and $3 million, with the finest examples selling for north of $3 million. Next, let's head over to the neighborhood of Smith Ridge. There aren't many amenities in this neighborhood, making it for a quiet area to live. The one standout feature is the New Canaan Country Club, but we'll get to that in just a minute. Homes in the Smith Ridge neighborhood typically sell between $900,000 and $3.4 million, with the finest examples selling for north of $3.8 million. Next, let's head over to the neighborhood of Owen Oak Ridge. This is the beautiful New Canaan Country Club. The club was opened in the late 1800s, and its original 9 holes were designed by Willie Park Jr. The current 18-hole course has a rating of 71.5 and a slope of 132. It is a private club, and membership does require a sponsor. If you're in the northern part of the neighborhood, you may want to explore the beautiful grounds at Grace Farms when you visit. You will find some stunningly beautiful estates on the street called Owen Oak Ridge. Homes in this neighborhood typically sell between $1.3 million and $4.4 million, with the finest examples selling for north of $4.8 million. If you choose to live in the northern part of the neighborhood, there's a good chance that you'll frequent the Village area just over the New York line in Pound Ridge. This area has a supermarket, pharmacy, restaurants, a hardware store, post office, and bookstore. Just about everything you need on a daily basis is right here. Next, let's head back over to New Canaan and explore the neighborhood of Ponus Ridge. It has some unique features, including the glass house tour that I mentioned earlier. In the Ponus Ridge neighborhood, you'll have your choice of several unique parks to walk, run, or ride your bike to and explore. This is the New Canaan Nature Center. It is the original location for the New Canaan Country Club that we saw earlier. Today, you can explore the beautiful grounds, hike the trails, get lost in their boxwood maze, check out the birds of prey, and much, much more. If you like what you see, please consider making a donation, which will allow the center to continue inspiring the community to respect, protect, and enjoy nature. And if the Nature Center wasn't enough, you can also hike at Waveny Park, or head over to Mead Memorial Park, where you will find ball fields and an excellent concession stand. Just behind the ball fields, you'll find the Bristow Bird Sanctuary and its hiking trails, or head over to the Olive and George Lee Memorial Garden. If you choose to live in this area, just to the west of town center, you will have not one, but 4 great parks within a mile of each other that you can walk, run, or ride your bike to. If you are like many of my clients and love to stay fit, this area just might be the ideal location. In this neighborhood, you will also find West Elementary School. Remember the glass house tour I've been talking about? The house, or perhaps I should say the compound, was built by the famous architect Philip Johnson. It was his personal residence, and it has been called by some the most beautiful house they have ever seen. Any words used to describe the compound are fleeting at best. Even the images you see here only serve to give the property some justice. The property and its structures are the result of decades of study by Johnson, an architect considered by many to be a genius of his time. Unfortunately, he left us in 2005, but we still have this beautiful work to enjoy today. If you have time when you come and visit New Canaan, spend it here. You won't regret it. The tour starts in the town center at 199 Elm Street, and it is highly recommended that you purchase tickets in advance. We'll leave a link in the description. Homes in the Ponus Ridge neighborhood typically sell between $1.35 million and $3.575 million, with the finest examples selling for north of $4 million. If you're thinking about buying in New Canaan, call me when you're ready to tour homes. If you aren't ready yet, go over to my website and grab the buyer resources that we created for you, or search all homes for sale in New Canaan. The link is on the screen and in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it for you.